welcome back to the Innate Plays Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, our local cat lady threw a punch against demigods so hard that she kind of shattered a small mountain. Mio is very strong, evidently, and don't get in a fist fight with Mio. She will pop your head like a melon. On this episode, it is going to be side quests. There are, well, I know of at least one, but there is gossip in like 2 areas. We have this Nopon to talk to. For millennium, Tierkins and Gogles trade bashes on head and Mac the Wildwood, so take care not to catch self in crossfire. Wait, friends already been through, and much still in not many pieces. That impressed me very much. Tierkins and Gogles.
Making sense.
Is it, Senna? The Tierkins and the Gogles? Hello, step right up. What would friends want? Nothing. We, oh, right. We have to talk to people. It's like, yeah, Shill wants rocks. We're here helping Shill out, making this register thing, so give me a rock. Oh, now Paroro. Now Paroro, understand all. I am enlightened. Friends come to buy present for Shill, yes? No, not even close. She said, rocks. Give me a rock. Yes, that correct. Please take this to Shill. Blue pebbles. No need to shout. Shill can't hear you. Forceful shout is vital for sales. Is most of first important thing in second and third and fourth. Well, 5th is empty, but 6th is shouting. Bit. Are we playing like an old 8-bit style game? Bit, 8-bit, complimented voice of Paroro very highly, so Paroro serve patrons with big voice. It's great, so it's great that you're so upbeat. If only I was as upbeat as you are with my words, instead of the syntax going everywhere that it's not supposed to be. This is going to be a crazy episode, methinks, with the language at the very least. Wait, Paroro has more to say. Up ahead is Hovering Reefs. Have a care. Also, a special mention to Castle and Colony of Silver ranking. Alright, no need to shout. So apparently, there's Hovering Reefs all around Keves Castle, as well as a silver-ranked colony. So we're going to worry about that in the far-flung future. Izzard, we see the chest. You don't need to comment on it.
I think this should prove useful.
Yeah, probably.
What you got for me?
This should prove useful later.
Nice, fine.
Do you just get your lines from Izzard, Tyon? Do you have any creativity at all? Either way, there's a thing that should be noted before we continue backtracking to places. Just past where we came into Engardo Pass, just past Ethel and Kamaravi's broken down empty furnaces, there is a place, if I don't recall incorrectly. Oh, there's a fence. Okay, this fence. Well, there's an enemy. Can we? Yes, there is a computer. Computer, open the fence. Because as we all know, this is of course powered because they built those Moritha buildings different back in the day. Yeah, there's an enemy, there's a dude. You could explore past this area. There is stuff to do. Tiny, insignificant spoiler, there is a Furanis Hulk husk. There is a thing to reboot out in that direction, but we will come back to that when we are a tiny bit more higher leveled. Did you just fall down? Either way. That is not important. Not even close. Why are you guys so far away? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. We're going, we need to go to... apparently we need to go get some food, so we're gonna make a pit stop in Colony Lambda's canteen because Lance wants food. There's one piece of gossip in Lambda that I want to talk about, or well, talk about. I want to include this gossip. It's important to the story. It is of absolutely vital importance. And then once we get the gossip, we can go talk about it in the canteen. Do we still not know the cause behind those auto levs going nuts? They said everyone at engineering is looking into it. Yeah, well, I wonder what they'll find out. There's probably some sand in the computers. And then that, like, shorted the system and got everything confused. Wow, there's a drop pod way over there. We're not going to concern ourselves. Land of a canteen. We want some food.
I'm gonna put my feet up if you don't mind.
Just not on the table. We eat there, Lands. Redfish grill wrap. That gives us EXP boost. Sure, why the heck not? It's only $1,000.
Woo, that's good.
Well, I'm glad it's good, Lands. You did complain that you were hungry. But we have two things to discuss now. Auto lev situation. Oh, it's a side quest. Don't you just love it? But that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Hey, so there were Tyrkins and Gogles fighting in Mac the Wildwood, right? The caravan folks said it's been going on for over 1,000 years. That's a long time to keep out of war. Almost like Agnes and Keves, huh? If you look at us from the outside, would we seem any different? Unusual for you to be so maudlin, Lands. Did the family resemblance get you feeling a little nostalgic, perhaps? Shut the snuff up, mate. I'm allowed to have a deep thought just as much as you are, you arsehole. Jokes aside, just like us, the monsters fight to protect their territory, to keep themselves safe and fed. Alive. In that sense, there's no large difference between us and them. You weren't wrong in your assessment, Lands, just wildly inaccurate. There is, of course, a crucial distinction being inaccurate and just being plain wrong. And I, of course, as the brainiac of the group, will always be able to make that distinction because I am very smart. I refer to my glasses. Tyon, shut up. But on another note, if they're like us, couldn't they learn to get along someday? You mean like we did? Well, I mean, we did have outside forces and, a giant rock that made us superpowered interfere in our fates and our destinies and the whole entire course of the war and the world. And, well, I'm sure if an act of God has interfered with the lives of the Tyrkins and the Gogles, they too might also become demigods with powers that far beyond our comprehension. It's hard to tell with certainty, but our existence serves as proof of the possibility at the very least. Perhaps even those creatures will find some common ground and attain peace. Someday. Don't you think so, Lands? Wow, never thought I'd live to see the day where you try and cheer me up. Just trying to turn your mood around. All this deep thinking doesn't suit you. Interesting way to make peace, huh? What, by act of God? I mean, it's like the only way things like that'll happen. Autolev situation, my money is still on the sand. Lambda's Autolevs still don't seem to be functioning. You mean the ones we took down with Izzard after the cave-in? It's weird. We still don't know why they flipped out like that. Not only does the colony's best line of defense go berserk, it shuts down altogether. I don't like it. I also don't like asparagus. I mean, have you seen the way asparagus grows? I mean, when Manana cooks it, I suppose it tastes relatively alright, so long as you mix it in with other things, like the sparkling radishes and the mangoes, but I mean, like, it's uncanny the way asparagus grows. Have you ever seen it, Mio? Lance, what the heck are you talking about? How did we go from Autolevs to how asparagus grows? You're so weird, Lance. I agree with Mio. You're being very strange. We can help with the Autolevs. There's nothing we can do about the asparagus. Let's go and see them. I mean, like, such a strange conversation. Have you just tried turning it off and on again? That's probably an idea. Who knows what we can do? Bouncing? Is it time to bounce? I mean, we did just stuff our cheeks. Well, I guess we're doing this side quest. I wanted to go back to Colony 4, but Lambda's closer, technically, so... One of these days, I had a thought between episodes. One of these days, I'm just going to go back to every colony that we have access to, and I'm going to talk to every person with a star above their heads, and you guys can get like a super cut, like a tiny montage of the best of all of the chats, all the convos. Either way, right now we're talking to Kitty. So, are the Autolevs still out of action? I'm afraid so. Captain Roche wanted them up and running again, though. We've just been working on it with engineering. Drawing on his clout, eh? Roche may be a captain, but he's got a real careless streak. Other units are always on his back. Anyway, some of the adjustments have been finished. We removed a bunch of sand. Apparently it got into the navigation computers and it got real messy in there. So they work now? Well, I mean, they are able to be turned on. We've taken ourselves off the list of targets, and that was a big priority given the fact that we've already lost 16 people to these things. So in theory, they shouldn't behave like that. Better put that theory into practice then. I don't fancy another tango with these buckets of bolts. Oh, we'll be fine. We managed before when we were relatively new with Izzard. He wasn't even a part of the team properly. It's like now he's well experienced, and we've just killed 2 Feronises. I'm sure a bunch of Auto Levnesses would be no trouble to people like us. I just want to do a little behavioral test. You can help out. Sure, if it's just a small task. Uni, please, why would... Oh, that's Noah saying it. It's not even Uni saying that. Noah, why would you jinx it? It's going to be a massive undertaking now. Alright, stupid question. What's it going to do us if it doesn't behave like you want us to? Want it to do for us? Just beat it up. That's a very good question. Actually, I'd be happy to answer in detail. In the Orion tunnels, so you don't have a chance to back out.
Some relationships changed.
Some relationships have changed. I guess we're going to the Orion tunnels. It's like 800 meters away. I'll see you when I'm there. They flipped the Ferronis back over. How did you... Izzard, how did you manage to flip the Ferronis over? Did you get like a crane? Did you have like everyone use the auto levs on the cliff above with some really sturdy ropes? Like how? Maybe it's like a design feature. It's a turtle shaped, so I imagine it would be some kind of built-in feature to like flip it. Maybe you just re-energize. I have the legs. I have no idea. Either way, the technical marvels and astonishing feats of engineering that is Colony Lambda's Feronises. We're going to the Orion tunnels, and we'll be there in like a moment. Well, for you, not for me. All right, we are back finally. Look, there it is. And there is also a shiny thing up there. Ooh, shiny thing. Does my inner magpie take over? No, it absolutely doesn't. Kitty, we're here. We kind of just phased into existence. Hey, there you are. Yep, here I am. Just saying, if you lose control of that thing, we'll be mincemeat. Lance, really? After our massive, incredibly tense fight with Ethel, Kamaravi, 2 interlinked Mobiuses, and you're afraid of 1 tiny automatic Levness? Have a little faith, man. Oh, you won't need to worry about any of that. I can stop it immediately if it shows any sign of going rogue. Bet you anything it's gonna go wrong again. Don't like this at all. Yeah, me neither. I don't like the fact that you jinxed it like 6 times in the span of a single conversation. It'll be fine, probably. Queen's crackers, lady. Don't move it without telling us. Queen's crackers? Lands. Queen's... why... Queen's fill in your arbitrary piece of anatomy makes some level of sense, but why is the Queen's crackers like some kind of saying? It's just such a weird thing. Lance, you're being very weird today. Look on the bright side. It's shown no hostility towards us yet. Oh, that wasn't the test. I mean, come on. What good is the thing if it's not going to fight potential threats for us? I don't exactly see many enemies around here, though. There's an Aspar right out the back over there. Okay, yeah, I only see 1 enemy, but that's like... Aspars are annoying. No one likes snakes. I'm sure there are some soldiers bumbling around here somewhere. There's been a lot of them wandering right in lately. And your auto-lev can track them down. It's not out of the question, but we haven't tested it. I'm going to need you to bring the enemies to us. You want us to lure them in. That's right. I'm testing its behavior, and in a battle you'd be fighting alongside the auto-lev, right? You make it sound so easy. Alright, we'll see what we can do. I did say we help if we could. Alright, so apparently we have to track down some enemies. Talk, restart, kitty. That's a sentence. Let us see where we can go and how we can get there. We have to get up. How do we get up? We gotta go down to get up. Probably. That's where we're going. The bridge is, of course, collapsed. And there's nothing over there. Pepito. No one cares about Pepitos. We need to get up there. And to do that, we need to go somewhere. How do we get up? Aspar, that doesn't, probably, if this elevator doesn't take us to where we need to go, it'll get us up at least high enough where we could jump down and get where we need to go. I think. Either we have to... Where is the elevator? Either we have to jump down over that way, or we have to jump from on that side of the bridge and push those towers down. Either way, I'll see where this elevator takes us. It'll probably take us to the wrong location. Up and up and up and up and up and up and up. I bet we could parkour down there if we're skilled enough. You know what? It looks very high up. I might retract my statement. There's only one way to find out. We've got to get down there, and what are the chances of us dying? 100%. Probably. Geronimo. That's gonna kill us. Yeah, that killed us. Alright, I'm going to see you guys un momento when I figure out where the heck we have to go. Alright, I figured it out. We're here. We're back at this top. All you have to do is fast travel to the tunnel entrance up above. What's it called? Area map, please. You just have to fast travel to Mima Gate, and you're able to just walk in a straight line until you get where you need to go. So, simple as that. It needed a slight bit of thought, but I figured it out because I'm a genius. We have to interact with these pillars. And you know, I will 100% believe from now on that Mio is capable of doing these immense feats of strength. And now we have a quick way back up. All we have to do is walk up that tower. Super simple. And now we can hopefully find our enemies. Hey, enemies over there, 3 o'clock. Or over there, o'clock. Senna, do you know how to tell time? I think we might have to give Senna a bit of an education on clocks. Kevesi soldiers, how are we going to bring them with us exactly? Well, I'm pretty sure if they are from a colony that we haven't liberated, they will kill us on sight, and it will be fine to just run back to the Autolev. And if it's not, then we can just politely ask them to help us run an experiment. Simple as that, Tyon. How about we send one person out as bait to lure them in? I suppose that's an equally viable strategy, Noah. Always with the safe routes. Can't think of any better idea. Like I said, we just go in and they'll kill us if they want to kill us. And if they don't, we can just ask for their help. It's super simple. Wait, what, me? Oh, I don't want to volunteer. They're Kevesi, right? It won't do any good if I toddle my Kevesi bum over there. It's gotta be an Agnian bum. They all love the Agnian bums. We're moving on from that topic, though. We need someone who's quick on the ball, yeah? Even though right now you use a staff that stretches and shrinks and stuff, it's fine. We can get you a bit ball later, Mio. Oh no, look at me, a lonesome Agnian. Please don't try and chase me. Hey, you, what are you up to? I am doing nothing insuspicious at all. Someone from Lambda? Whatever, we'll make you talk once we take you in. Oh no, they're after me. Whatever will I do? Please don't. Please leave me alone. Get after her. There's only 5 of us. Okay, I got them. What now? Nice work, Mio. That was nerve-wracking. Apparently, it's easier for Mio to work up the nerve to sucker punch Mobius when they're in an interlinked form with their bare hands than it is to just like, oh no, help! I am trapped. I am an Agnian. Please don't fight. Oh yeah, back to the Autolev. Do we? Oh, it's a cutscene. Or like they forced me. It's fine. It's fine. Your Kevesi soldiers are on the way. Wow, you really did it. I wasn't expecting success from you guys. Wait, you thought we'd snuff it up? Who cares? Get the thing warmed up. They're already here. They're almost here. They're coming. Lots of words. Here they are. What? 3 of them have the exact same model of fists. I think we're going to go for the one with that staff, because that's probably a healer. Sniper, rescuer. Yeah, we're absolutely going to focus down on the rescuer. They're only level 30. The rescuer is already dead, and the snipers, I really don't we are 9 levels above them. There's no trouble to these fights. All you have to do is just fight them, especially with an auto lev on your side. It's really a curious little thing that I just noted. The auto battle turned itself back on. Manual control engaged at the beginning of the fight, but the auto battle turned itself on. So I can only assume that once you kill the rescuer, you can just let the game play itself, which I think is quite hilarious. But this fight is an absolute win. That went well. Yeah, it did. Not a single bit of damage for us. Yeah, the numbers look pretty good too. I was worried about how it would react, but it all turned out fine. Ah, you were worried, were you? I have to say though, it's looking more and more or less Batty Rettle. It's Batty Rettle at this point. Yep, thanks for your help. Time to discuss deployment with Tolgrim. I've got a little thank you for you as well, so pop by later. Pop by we shall. Also, something I did between episodes. Hold on. Does she ever stand still? Okay. Between episodes. Oh, Senna got a rank up. Between episodes. It will be a miracle if I ever finish this thought. I did some item gathering. Bablasias for the one quest with Doran and Nopon Man. They requested Bablasia flowers, and if you want an easy way of finding Bablasia flowers, just go to Titan Rock Camp and then go right a bit to this area right here. It is full of flowers just floating in the water, both enemies and items. Put the thing on screen, future me. It's right here. Look at it. That is it. Yep. And if you go here, you can get them within 30 seconds. It's no trouble whatsoever. And of course, Lambda is its own map, so Colony Lambda, finish this up. We'll be doing this, and then we can go back to Doric and Nopon Man and give them the flowers. Manana can cook them up a delicious meal. It'll be great all around. And then we can go into Colony 4 and then do stuff in Colony 4 because I know there's a side quest for us to do in Colony 4. So, Kitty, you made it. Yes, we did. Yep, we're hunky-dory. The team's just finished all of the fine-tuning, and we're in talks with the survey branch. We'll probably be able to properly relaunch it soon, so thanks for helping us get to this point. We hardly did anything, really. All we did was play bait and get some guys to come. No need to thank us, honestly. Well, in that case, would you be willing to help us out again if any of these tin cans go wrong in the future? Hey, now, don't push your luck. I'm joking. We can handle ourselves. We did flip the Pharaonis back over, don't you know? But I am really grateful to all of you. I don't think we could have done this without you. Yeah, just try not to break it. Tell Captain Garrulous he owes us one. Captain Roche smoothed things over between the teams. He's pretty reliable in battle, too. Lots of experience. I'll pass it on. Thanks. Quest complete. That's fantastic. Restart. We turned them off and then back on and got 1 coin. Oh, apparently we are accidentally running into another side quest. Tolgrim, if we're going to head off down the Orion Trail, we'll need to secure a route first. The trail's pretty exposed. I'd rather not court danger unduly. Be as careful as you need. We just need to get those supplies back. You need to let it go. It can't be worth the risk. What's up, guys? Trouble in paradise? Well, you see, no, nothing is wrong. We made preparations to take the Orion Trail for a protective attack? No, a prospective attack. The language, it has escaped me multiple times. But yeah, we want to go to a colony and get some supplies, but none of that is irrelevant now. The supplies we sent up there just got left. They got left behind. The 3 of us have been talking about whether we should try and get them back. Recovering supplies doesn't seem like that hard of a task, though. Why are you having such difficulty? Well, getting them back isn't the problem, you see. There's a big enemy presence in the area. They're probably already caught wind of the stashes. Does someone have particularly nice moustaches? There's a chance they might try and set up an ambush or a booby trap. They might try and shave us in our sleep. And we can't use an autolev, them being purely defensive. I mean, they weren't that defensive when we killed all those Kivesi soldiers. They seemed pretty offensive in that particular fight. Either way, we've been trying to do it ourselves, but we can't figure out an idea. Situation being how it is, I personally think it'd be wiser to just abandon the idea, but Tolgrim and Hazumi think it's vital, so 2-1, so outvoted. It wouldn't be easy to discover? No, to recover the supplies without a Levnis. Just restart the Levnises if they get damaged. It's simplicity itself. I don't suppose you lot would be willing to lend a hand? Well, it's what we do. We help people. That's literally everything that defines our characters. Mr. and Mrs. helps a lot. Oh, man, that's awesome. If you'd be willing to help, then that changes the situation completely. We could split up and advance in parallel. Much safer that way. We'll take the high ground because, as you know, anyone who has the high ground is guaranteed a victory in any battle. If we cover the mountains, like I said, the high ground, would you be able to secure the area with the supplies? The low ground that's full of enemies that would surely rip us lowly soldiers apart limb from limb. If other colonies have got their eyes on this, it seems like a scrap's pretty much the order of the day. Yeah, battle is pretty likely. All we need is for things to be calm enough for us to go in, get the stuff, and get out. Understood. We'll go in and have a look. This is a quest called Securing Supplies, and it is now in our books. So we are going to, that one is a thing. And show me quest. What level is quests? It's level 42. It's a bit beyond us at the moment. We are going to go back and do a more balanced recipe. We can do Securing Supplies about probably the same time that we do Tau Tirkin Alliance. Or, well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're doing balanced recipes. We have to go... Where, oh where, not Colony Lambda, Pentalus region. Where are they? They are down here at this camp. It is super easy, the old way camp, just a hop, skip, and a jump down to the camp. Deliver the flowers, and then Manana can cook up a promised meal that they've been waiting for like, days, weeks at this point. That plenty enough. Now, extracticate nectar from pickled flowers and... Yeah, whack it in. I love a bit of sweetness. Whacking is word unbecoming of chef. Not do that. So what we do? Smear nectar on tree over there. Are we going to season the tree? Are we going to just have Mio rip it up, stem and all, and just plop that in our tiny little bowl? Will it shrink down like spinach leaves? Wait, we pour the honey on the tree. Are we going to eat the tree, Manana? Yes, one bite at a time until it's all gone. Plenty of fiber. Friend will understand when time is right. A more balanced recipe.
We got new folks on the map.
Tree. Press A to tree. Wow, all that nectar from five flowers. Yes, that is the language. If my commentary is unhinged, the language is gone. It's just out the door, out the window. It's broken out of like a high security prison, just like Manana's cooking skills. Absolutely crazy. Can anyone else hear wings? Man, it feels like there's a fly in my headphones and I do not like it. Meh, what coming? It's a Plambus. And I'm not joking, I'm 99% sure that that it's called a Plambus. Ingredient is arrive. Oh, it's a Plambus. Oh, that's just as bad. Everyone, strike down the Plambus. That thing is ingredients? Is this a joke? We have to kill the Plambus. Everyone strike down the Plambus. I mean, if it's coming at us, we'd better take it out anyway. I mean, it's not that hard. It's one single enemy. I mean, it's quite big, and I mean... Sweet Plambus. Where, oh where is my sweet, sweet Plambus? Level 37, so... slightly more interesting as a fight compared to other things, but I mean, just break topple days, going for some bursts if you have got those arts. Cancel attacks, air slashes is pretty good. Go for a chain attack if you build it up. Sweet Plambus is not going to be doing a lot of damage. They are fairly weak enemies, both even the normal ones and in the quest. Helm Bash is a move that just does a tiny bit of damage to one person. It's not in any way a difficult fight. he says as there are some damage to it. It's got like a few arts that might do anything useful, but I mean, just like, it's nearly over. It's not a hard fight. Not at all. Especially, even if you were lower leveled, it'd be fine. You'd be fine. We killed the Plambus, though. Look at all this meat. Good. Lots of fluids have harvested. Manana, as expert chef, has performed the spinal tap and gotten spinal Plambus fluids. And we are going to use this to make a nice sauce. A nice reduction. Fermenting bug juice fermenting reduction sauce for this, the broccoli? We meant to eat body fluids? Well, it's a fluid, so you drink it. Would it be more or less accurate to say you ate fluids rather than you drank fluids? Like, you wouldn't say I ate a cup of water. You'd say you drank a cup of water. Either way, questions for later. Right now, we're talking about the Plambus. You see, they only eat flower nectar, so their fluids are very sweet and rich. I wish I knew of a way to make fluids sweet and rich. All you have to do to make your fluids sweet and rich is just eat nothing but flowers. Roses are good. Like, they have that rose water thing that exists. If you want to make your fluids sweet, roses. That's the secret. Everyone thinking icky at first, but as Manana keeps saying, trust in Manana. Well, let's go back to the campsite. It's literally just down this tiny flight of stairs. Literally, there it is. We could see it. We could see it from the top of the staircase. Gently simmer glare aubergine and fermenting bug juice together. Give quick singe at end for finishing touch. And bing bada boom, plate. It smell of delicious Manana, real master chefy pawn. Bam Bam's right on that. But if it is still glare aubergine and bug fluids. Your fluids. You do Tom disservice. Now shut your mouth and eat. Okay. One bite. Ellipses. What's the verdict? It's the greatest thing I have ever eaten. But how? It takes that gross vegetable taste and augments it with a tart sweetness, giving it an almost fruity tang. Meh, real truly. Feed me as many glare aubergines as you want. This is fabulous news. It's Start Taste Revolution. It's not the taste of a revolution. Manana, I need you to teach me as many recipes as possible. Hit pleasure. Manana always loved to share wisdom of recipe with world. Thank you, great teacher sensei, ma'am. Bam Bam, you really learned all this from me? You're the greatest friend an ex-mechanic could ever have. Tasty food is important for long journey. Eat lots and keep energy strong. Bam Bam heed words of teacher. You heard the lady Bam Bam. Let's gorge till we burst, then we can get back on the trail. It a deal, bestest friend. Bestest friends who do stuff together. They eat the glare aubergines. Hey, why don't we get any? You thought they'd make any for us? I mean, we had that entire Plambus as spinal fluids. I mean, it's not like there was enough for more than a single portion. And it's not like Doran has skipped out on every meal since 3 weeks ago. A more balanced recipe is finally complete, and we got 5 silver coins, which is 5 times the payout that Colony Lambda could afford for fixing their entire auto-levs problems. Izzard, is your colony in like some kind of recession? We got a lot of affinity for that. Affinity. Speaking of affinity, Future Me, play the clip. I got a bunch of Collectopedia card requests done and dusted, so I got a bunch of rewards, accessories, all of that kind of stuff, and I also got a bunch of affinity for colony affinity progression. I got a bunch of levels. You'll see it at some point on the screen where I get like levels up with Tau, Lambda as well. Let me see where it's in party skills.
Oh, yeah,
Affinity bonuses. No. Is it in system? No. Is it in the affinity chart, perhaps? Yes, it is. Colony 9, I haven't done anything there. That's still level 3. Colony 4, I'm pretty sure, is the same. It might have been 30? Either way, a bunch of our colonies are up to level 3, except for the Nopon colony. So yeah, it worked out pretty well. I got a bunch of the Collectopedia card requests filled out and done, so there's also a few more. So I can show them off a few that I had. Tanya from Colony Lambda. Let's just get some more. I'm probably just going to do this between episodes after a bunch of time has passed. When I'm like, okay, I see that icon, it's been there for a while, I can just do the affinity for a bunch of times and get a bunch of rewards. Either way, that is that quest. Now we can go back to Colony 4. Alright, Colony 4. Good old-fashioned Colony 4. The same, unchanging, forever, always Colony 4. In this desert hellscape. There's a side quest, that's the thing that we wanted. Is there any gossip that we have to do beforehand? I don't think there is. In which case, that would be fantastic, because I really don't want to do any gossip. That side quest will be enough. I bet if I go into the Faranas, things will happen like side quests. Because, of course, why wouldn't there be anything? You know what? I'm not going to open Pandora's box. I am not as strong as Kratos, and I'm not going to deal with that. We're not going to talk to Ymir, or Yord, or Flarin, or Kakucha, or anyone else. Imogene, Laszlo. We're just going side quest. Give me side quest. Hey, are you alright? The unit, all dead. Got a report. To the captain. Shh, don't talk. Get him to the medic team. Medic! Medic! Hurry up! Lance, drag him off to Olashandra. Severed connection. That sounds like another thing that we can do right now, probably. Wow, it started to rain and everything. Olashandra! Olashandra! Medical emergency! Medical emergency! We need help! He's dead. We're gonna get a doctor. Just hang on a little longer. Izzard, you're a healer. You can just hit them with your chakrams. Thingies. Whatever they're called. We found Olashandra. How's the bumps and bruises? Better, mostly. Thanks for saving me. Even though I was 2 feet outside of Colony 4 and anyone with working eyes could have seen my body. It's like, they really hated me. No one liked me at the colony. I've kind of been out of place, and I'm pretty sure everyone wanted me dead regardless. What happened to your unit? Stop moping. Oh, well, it's fine. You can talk to them. Maxie from Team Magma. That was my interpretation of Maxie from Team Magma from way back in yonder years of anime land. Thanks for watching out for him. Huh. Seems like all I'm doing lately is getting bailed out by you lot. We just happened to be in the area. Pretty lucky, considering it was 2 feet outside of the colony. It was luck that was the reason we found him. Captain Maxie, Take it easy, soldier, okay? I'll do the talking. Fighting with Agnes has kind of lost its meaning since the colony's flame clock was broken. So we sent secret messengers out all over to tell the other colonies the truth. So he's one of those messengers. Right. Part of a covert team dispatched by the tactician squad. The language. It will continue to escape me. If everything went well, I was hoping we could establish a cooperative network between colonies. I'm sorry, Captain. The unit, it's gone. What? But what happened? Was it monsters? No, not monsters. Alevnis attacked us. From Agnes. I don't know. How can you not know? It just showed up out of nowhere. Before we knew it, our escort was... I'd never seen Alevnis like that before. It was monstrous. So it was monsters. No, it was Alevnis. It was just a monstrous Alevnis. The monsters are in Levnis's? Where did they even get them? How do they control it? Uni, what are you talking about? What do you think, Maxie? What, about the monsters and Levnesses? I think it's a bunch of bull. As soon as they hit the unit, it should have been clear to them that we didn't have flame clocks, so there wasn't anything for them to gain. Yet despite that, it was utter annihilation. Complete annihilation. It doesn't make sense, but if they did it knowing full well what our goal was... You're saying the enemy's intention was to stop the information from getting out, to isolate Colony 4. A Levness that appeared out of nowhere, like anyone's ever seen. Where have I heard that before? No, it can't be. What's up, Noah? Maxie, do you know where the attack took place? Well, we met them at Murmur Rise. They must have been lying in wait. There you have it. But you aren't actually going to go to Murmur's Rise, are you? I'm afraid we probably are. I have a hunch as to who the assailants might be. The Bunnets. Are you serious? I'm not sure yet. That's why I want to do some digging. I've got the metal detector in my iris, and we are going to strike treasure and oil. But this is a Colony 4 matter, so you have the final say. I'd be grateful if you would, actually. But on one condition. I get to go with you. No skin off our collective nose, but is it a good idea for the captain to leave his post? No, but I'm going to do it anyway because I am an irresponsible captain. It's honestly a miracle that I got the position in the first place. Alright, moving along from that particular can of worms, we need to set off soon, like... Captain, we'll take care of this. Your job is to rest. Understood. Luck be with you, and Godspeed, sir. We will take care of this quest. Where is Murmur's Rise? Because I think I have an idea, but I'd be concerned if it was what I'm thinking. Murmur's Rise, Murmur's Rise, Murmur's Rise. It's all the way over here. No, that's a different location. We're not talking about that. Where is... I do have the quest equipped, right? I think I do. Murmur's Rise. A severed connection. Yeah, where is it, though? Murmur's Rise. Oh, Murmur's Rise. Area map. Is it in Fornus? I'm lost. I'm lost and confused. Give me a minute while I find it. Okay, I found Murmur's Rise. It's in the Etir region, which is why I didn't see it right off of the bat. And we have been relatively close to it, so... Is this what I think it is? It is! We're going back to Kamo's Guidepost! Oh, glorious Kamo's Guidepost. All hail Kamo's Guidepost. All hail Kamo's Guidepost. It is guiding us forever and always, and it will never let us down. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this episode off on a cliffhanger. We will finish this quest next episode because we are running out of time, or... We're probably running out of time. I have no idea how long this episode is going to be with all of my edits, but if it is a reasonable amount of time, it doesn't matter because I'm ending it here. Heck yeah, Land, you can do those squats until the next episode. So whether you watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time where we find whatever we're after. I've already forgotten the objective of this quest.